What's up, guys? Tom here, back to another update video. It's been about 2 weeks since my last one, so I figure it's about time. Hope everyone's doing good, everything's well. KT, Killer Tape, shout out to you. Got the mug, my boy, just for you. Cheers. Yeah, so let's get into it. Not really been picking up too much lately. Went to the record shop yesterday. Met up with Tony, bullshitted for a little bit, hung out, did some digging, and picked up a few things I had on hold, so which this isn't one of them actually, but let's start with this. Alice Coltrane, later album of hers, called Radha Krishna Nama Sankirtana. Wow, I'm sure I butchered that, but anyway, later album, pretty good. Definitely still Alice Coltrane, not really fully jazz as some of her earlier stuff, but so I think there's 5 tracks on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3 tracks are like traditional Hare Krishna chants songs. 4th track is a traditional Indian track, a cover of a traditional Indian track, just done really well. The side 2 is basically one long track called Om Nama Shivaya, or Shivaya, which has John Coltrane Jr. on drums. 18-minute, or like a 19-minute track basically. Really cool though. Really nice kind of modal, I guess, influences. A lot of Indian sounds. Really cool. Yeah, she plays a lot of organ Fender Rhodes on this. Sita Coltrane, which is her daughter, I guess, as well, plays on one of the tracks. So yeah, I believe just one. But yeah, pretty cool though. Kind of different from the stuff that she's more well known for, but still really good. I'd still definitely recommend checking it out. Definitely a really good, just chill album. Alright, moving on, we have a couple from Mr. Anthony Braxton here. The first one is The Complete Braxton, 1971. Originally released in 73 on the Freedom. It was a German release, so I think it's like the Freedom Spiegel or Spiegel label. This is released on the Arista Freedom label. Like I said, 77, so it's got the typical Arista Freedom label there. But really good. What you probably expect from Anthony Braxton. The good free jazz stuff. Chick Corea, Kenny Wheeler, Barry Altschul, and Dave Holland all play on this. None of them really disappointing. They all do their thing, in my opinion. I think the because there's a couple just like duet tracks on here, but I think the strongest tracks on here are like the group tracks where everyone plays and they all do their thing. So pretty cool though. Definitely recommend checking it out if you're a fan of Anthony Braxton. Leo Smith actually wrote the notes on this, so pretty cool. I think it's pretty cheap too. You could probably get it. I got it for cheap. I paid for like a couple bucks for it, so not more than like $8, I want to say. Pretty sure. Next up, under well-known Anthony Braxton joint, we got New York, Fall 1974. Again on the Arista label. Go. This one I think I like a bit more than the previous one. Really great. Same thing, kind of free jazz stuff. Released in 75, obviously recorded in 74. But for players on here, you have where are they? Okay, so you got Kenny Wheeler again, Dave Holland, and you got Jerome Cooper on drums, just an awesome drummer, in my opinion. I know Julius Hemphill plays on here. Oliver Lake, Hammett Blewett, I believe that's how you pronounce it, on sax. I know I butchered that name, but Hammett Blewett, and as well as Leroy Jenkins on violin on one track, which is last track on side 2, which is awesome. Yeah, really cool though. Definitely recommend checking this one out. If you're gonna check out either of those two that I just mentioned, I would probably say go with this one first. I know this was also included in the Mosaic box set that was put out for Anthony Braxton. I know this album was on there, so really cool. That's probably pretty cheap too. I don't think it's too expensive. I could be wrong though, I don't remember. Got that a while ago. Next up, one from Mr. Albert Ayler, Witches and Devils. This is a reissue. It was originally released as Spirits, but Spirits is kind of hard to get in that pressing, so I just picked up the reissue for pretty cheap. This one is from '75, recorded in '64, I want to say. 64, yeah, I think '64. Really great though. We would probably expect from Albert Ayler, really free out there, avant-garde stuff. We got Henry Grimes on here, Sonny Murray, lineup, yeah, Norman Howard, I'm sorry, on trumpet, and Earl Henderson on bass. So, yeah, 2 bass players. Really good though. Definitely recommend picking up this if you're into Mr. Ayler whatsoever. Is this the album that has, no, it's not. The album Spirits, I believe, or the track Spirits, is pretty well known. I believe so. I'm sure you guys probably all heard that one, if you don't own it by now. This was pretty cool. I finally found one of the Wildflowers series, Wildflowers 5. Basically, if you've never heard of the series, a bunch of musicians getting together in the New York loft scene and just recording together. So this is the last one in the series. Apparently I'm going backwards and collecting them, but this one has Sonny Murray and the Untouchable Factor, which is a damn cool group, in my opinion. You got Sonny Murray, David Murray, Byard Lancaster, Con Jamal, and Fred Hopkins. So damn nice lineup on that. And then side 2 is Roscoe Mitchell, who is joined by Jerome Cooper, once again on drums, and Don Moore, also on drums. So, yeah, really cool though. I would recommend probably any of these. I think these came out on the Douglas label, and they're not too expensive either. Really cool, free jazz stuff. So, I'm trying to collect all of them myself. So, next up here we got Stanley Cowell, Brilliant Circles. This is a pressing from '75, again on the Arista Freedom label. A lot of Arista Freedom stuff today. This is a promo copy. Weird it's worked out that way, but yeah, saw cut there. Promo copy, but really great album, which I feel maybe gets overlooked a little bit. I don't know, I don't hear too many people talk about this, but Bobby Hutcherson on here, Woody Shaw, Tyrone Washington, Reggie Workman, and Joe Chambers on drums. A really great kind of post-bop, and then veering into avant-garde, kind of spanning multiple genres here, hard bop as well, but just really great playing. Is there 1, 2, yeah, 4 tracks on here. Really great stuff. I would definitely recommend checking this one out. I believe it was recorded in '69. Yep, we're going to record '69. But I don't know how easy that pressing is to get. I don't think it's too hard to find actually, but like I said, this one was cheap, much like the other stuff here, so that's why I picked up. That's why I pick it up. A lot of the Arista Freedom stuff is usually pretty cheap, and they put out some decent reissues, of great music. So, excuse me. Alright, moving on. You have a couple from Sun Ra. This is Sun-Ra and his orchestra, Supersonic Jazz, sorry. Supersonic Jazz from 1957, I believe. Actually, I think this is the first album has the orchestra put out as the orchestra, first official album. Pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, reissue, obviously. There is a original pressing on this on eBay, which I saw, which is going for $1,500, I want to say. I think it was $1,500, so if you have a spare $1,500 and you feel like picking up a Sun-Ra OG, there you go. Yeah, but this is a lot more into the when you're starting out, so a lot more kind of bop, hard bop, and a big band sound, as opposed to the, come on, what's going on? There's a crease in there, no wonder I want to go, yeah, sorry about that. A lot more hard bop, big band sound, as opposed to the kind of out there, spacey, maybe funkier stuff that he was doing later on. Still cool though. Great to have. Definitely enjoy it. I haven't heard something from Sun Ra that I haven't liked yet. So you got John Gilmore on here, obviously. Julian Priester as well on trombone, which is pretty cool. Charles Davis. Yeah, Pat Patrick plays on here as well, so pretty cool. And then the other one was, as I was saying, kind of later in his career, when he was doing kind of more out there, kind of avant-garde stuff. My Brother, The Wind. This one is from 1970. A reissue, once again, on Saturn Research. I believe that one was under Saturn Research as well, so these on Saturn Research. A reissue on, I think this is on 180 gram, actually feels pretty heavy, so that's cool. I believe there's a part 2 to this as well, but like I said, kind of more out there, avant-garde stuff, if that's what you're into. I definitely recommend this. This one has John Gilmore on percussion. Sun Ra plays 2 Moog synths on this, as opposed to, I'm pretty sure he plays 1 Moog and usually and 1 something else. I'm not sure what the other one is, but Marshall Allen plays on this as well as Danny Davis, so great stuff. Once again, can't go wrong with Sun Ra. Alright, down the last couple here. Next up, actually, we have another Sun Ra related purchase. No, Sun Ra doesn't play on this one particularly. This is Ahmed Abdullah and the Solomonic Quintet. I'm all tongue-tied. From 1987 on Silk Heart Records. Really cool, kind of, how to describe this? Spiritual, definitely avant-garde at times. Spiritual jazz. Inner sleeve. Came from Storyville Inner Sleeve, which was weird. I don't know if that's distributed by Storyville, but yeah, I guess it is, so that would make sense. Storyville Inner Sleeve. But yeah, really cool kind of avant-garde, more spiritual, jazz type stuff. Kind of in the same vein as Sun Ra, I would say, but different. Ahmed Abdullah, if you're not familiar with him, actually played with the orchestra for many years. For players on here, we're not players on here. I'm trying to look this up before I can find them. So you got Charles Moffat, obviously on drums. The name of this is just subtitled. It's called Ahmed Abdullah and the Solomonic Quintet featuring Charles Moffat. So I don't think I said that. And it's just subtitles, but Charles Moffat on drums. Fred Hopkins on bass. Why does this have the players on here? Oh, David Ware plays on here, which is awesome. David Ware is definitely one of the highlights on this, in my opinion. So, but yeah, definitely I would highly recommend it if you're into a kind of spiritual jazz in that vein of Sun Ra. Oh, the front painting on this was actually done by Marion Brown, which I thought was pretty cool. So, definitely a solid release right here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know why they did it like this, but they kind of spread out the players. So Fred Hopkins, David S. Ware, yeah, I guess that's it. With Abdullah. So, label, it's on the Silk Heart Records label, which apparently is under Storyville. Not familiar with that label whatsoever, but really cool though. And lastly here, I picked up a release which I haven't even cracked open yet, but let me take it out of the plastic here so there's no glare. Some Polish jazz stuff. Krzysztof, Komeda, Rare Jazz and Film Music, Volume 1. So on side A you have some tracks from the movie Knife in the Water, all kind of more hard bop, avant-garde stuff. And then side 2 is, I believe, unreleased recordings from the Komeda trio. in the, was it the early 60s? I want to say it was, yeah, in the early 60s. It's Krzysztof Komeda on piano, Adam Skorupka on bass, and Andrzej Zielinski on drums. Really cool though. That's why mainly what I got it for, is to hear those recordings. Well, for other players on here, you have Thomas Stanko, Michael Urbaniak, Czesław Berkowski on drums. So, yeah, really cool. I'm a fan of Komeda, especially the stuff he did for Roman Polanski's films. It's a great score, I guess it would be called. Yeah, scores and music for all those films. Rosemary's Baby, classic, bunch of classic movies that he did music for. So really cool. Krzysztof Komeda. I'm hoping there's more volumes of this. So I'm actually trying to find the Komeda Quintet, Astigmatic, I believe it's called. One of his earlier records, but it's only a Polish pressing, or only European pressing, because it was pressed in Germany too. So last time it was pressed in Poland in 2013. But if anyone can get their hands on a copy, and you want to trade, or I'll just buy it off you if you can get it to me without me having to pay, arm and a leg for shipping, which I'm trying to avoid. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I start rambling on again, try and make it kind of quick. Yeah, I'll be back soon with more records, hopefully. So once again, I hope everyone's doing well. Take care, and peace.